Well, boy howdy, boys and girls, men and women of all ages and walks of life. Welcome once again to the guitar shop here in the garage, the build inside. I showed you the neck yesterday. We stained that yesterday. And don't forget, this kit came from the Fret Wire. It's a pretty decent kit. It's got some pretty good flaws on it, but we're gonna try to overcome all that. I used my Stunning Stains today from Crimson Guitars. Let's just take a look at one of them. Stunning Stains. These things are awesome. I've used them a couple times and they're great. And I used my Tiny Turkey baster. I guess this would be a mouse baster, huh? Anyways, and I was able to meter out certain amounts that I used on the neck. I just reused that and doubled it today because we got a little more surface. So there you have it. Got this, we're mixing this up pretty good. Looks pretty nice and brown. I think it's a hair darker than the neck today. And we may even put another coat on the neck if we have enough. We got plenty of this stuff, but you know, we don't really want to just keep making more and more of it. Okay, I think she's mixed up pretty good. Today, I hope you're having a blessed and wonderful day and everything's going good for you. Things are starting to get a little better these days. So let's just get with it. All right, let's just stain our little hearts out. We'll start with the back, move to the sides, see how that goes. And I hope you're enjoying these videos. This is the Les Paul. It's got it's either a quilted or curly maple top. I think it's quilted. But anyways, we're gonna try to get as much of that as we can. But for now, let's go for it. Let's get this puppy going. We'll do some puppy staining. Okay. Oh yeah. All right, let's just go. Try to not get any drips on these things. You know, I've watched tons of these videos and, you know, if you get a big drip or a run down the side or something and you don't notice it when you're first doing it, that will be a really dark area. So you don't want that going on. So I try to not put too much on here at one time. So we've been having pretty decent weather up here in the Great Northwest in Southern Oregon. We are part of the Great Northwest, although we've been thinking about maybe joining up with Idaho. I don't know. Who knows what'll happen there? It's all political. We're not a political station. Anyways, we're doing pretty good. That, playing for your listening and dining pleasure, is number 8. Yep, we're just moving up the scale. We did 6 the other day. We've moved up to 8. All right, well, this is looking pretty good. This is exactly what I was hoping for. And we will do the back and the sides today. So let's go all the way around the edges if we can, without making a big sploochy mess. Nobody wants a sploochy mess. I hope you're finding these videos, if not entertaining, because I'm not really here to entertain you. But, you know, sometimes I say I feel like I need to keep you entertained, but, you know, I kind of do. But what I'm saying is I hope these are informative to you a little bit. I know there's a lot out there on the internet, and you know, most of it is way more professional than my channel, but I don't mind. You know, I haven't spent a lot of money making this channel. I don't have fancy gear. I don't have a fancy camera. I use my iPhone. But the other guys use iPhones, so there you have that. All right, let's start in on the side here. As you can see, I've taped off the binding on it, just so I don't have to deal with it so much. But binding is not a big problem. You can just take a razor blade to it or sand it off, but you know, I try not to sand after I've stained. That kind of doesn't always work real good. So anyways, that's why the tape is on there. And so far this is eating the stain up pretty good. Pretty happy about it. And the only downfall to these kits a lot of times, as we've discussed before, is that like right here, you're never going to get away from that little kind of white spot. That is glue. And you can't, you know, in here, but I'm just learning to deal with that because you can't get rid of it. There's just not a way to, you can't sand that enough. You can go back like with spray paint later on and change it, but you know, so far I'm just living with it. I can live with that. You know, it is on the side. Not that many people are just going to stare at the side of your guitar. And if they do, that's kind of their problem, isn't it? Anyways, are y'all having a great day once again? I hope so. We're going forward on this puppy. And this was a requested one by a couple different people. Mostly just one guy. But he's an important guy. There you go. Without certain important people in your life, you know, you just kind of wander through life. Sheep in the headlight thing, or deer in the headlights kind of thing. So thanks for the input on that, guys. Maybe this is inspiring some of you to take up this little hobby. I don't know. You know, truly, you don't really have to have that many fancy tools to do a guitar kit. You do need a few things. But I've seen people who do it with a chisel and a coping saw and, you know, a lot of elbow grease. An acid, I think they call that. All right. Get on the inside of the horn here. Yeah, there's another part right there. You can see pretty well, I think. It's kind of shaded, kind of light. And I really sanded the heck out of this thing. I did, you know, 220, 320, 400. I really did quite a bit. And come across those spots where they've left the glue on there and there's no way for you to get it off. You know, this body is actually pretty darn good. The grain on it is not so different that it's really making a huge difference here. Sometimes, like I've said, when you get two or multiple pieces of wood on a body, I've had up to 4 pieces of wood on just like a regular Fender kind of body. And we talked about that before. It was a nightmare to try to stain properly. I ended up painting them, you know, because one would look one way and one would look another way. And it just wasn't all that happy of a thing. And you know what? Doing these guitars, what do we want to be? Kind of first and foremost, we want to be happy doing them. We want to, you know, be joyful with what we end up doing. Well, I think she's coming along pretty good. Got a couple spots where it just doesn't want to take stain, but that's because there's glue there. All right, we've complained about that enough. Okay, guys. I think for now, we're going to be happy with this stain job on the back and sides of this guitar. Maybe a little more right in there. I'm seriously thinking about doing the neck again. What do you guys think? Should I just go ahead and just go for it? I got a little tiny bit on the face, but that's okay because I am going to probably brown the face out. Yeah, you can see a little bit deeper of a shade. I think I got just enough to do one more on the neck. So let's just do it. Throw caution to the wind. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop working on this here pretty soon because we're gonna be doing some other things. So I'm glad to get this part of it kind of finished up, the staining part, because later on will come the top the top of it, and that is going to be a little bit of work, but that's fine. We are not afraid to do a little work. And I don't think I'll do the face of the headstock with this darker stain. I want it to stay a little bit lighter. I want my name to show up on there. I know that's kind of an egotistical thing, but I do. I want my name to show up on there. And when you get the wood too darn dark, like it did on my SG, because that was a dark mahogany stain, and so it just kind of, although my wife, I think my wonderful, precious wife is going to, maybe, if I'm really a good boy, take her little skill and talent, or artistic talents, and just take some like super gold and just do the inside of the lettering on the word, on the name, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, that's gonna be good. So right now we need to get paper towel though, and we need to kind of rub this thing down a little bit. We'll do this one first, just because it's right here in front of us. You don't want any stuff pooled up on there. And this way you can actually, what they call, sorta, is kind of pull a little bit of the color out of it. You don't want it too much different. Set that aside. That's looking pretty good, eh? It's not too dark and it's not too light. Now we may have to go around the edges one more time. Okay, guys and gals, I think it's time to end this little show for today. We've done what we needed to do today. Thank you guys once again for watching the channel. I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. If you do, please like and subscribe, and you know, hit the old comment thing and leave a comment or two of how you think things are going, and maybe a direction, what guitar you want to do next. You know, I got a couple left. So anywho's, I hope you once again have a blessed and wonderful day, week, a whole week worth of blessings. Pray for your country, pray for the world, pray for your friends. There are people out there that really need our prayers. No matter if they believe in, let's just say, Christian prayers, or if they just believe in putting out thoughts, I guess you'd have to say. I really don't have an opinion on that. Anyways, let's not get that deep. You guys have a blessed, wonderful week. Thanks again for watching the videos. I will see you guys later in the next installment. Bye-bye.